like finally. Moment to kind of know this was my young up to there. Okay. Check the security documents. So here, go to the EC2 security code. Install your harassment. This is the core and password. This is the penalty. This primary is stopping. can check the corresponding EC2 national. Yes. Yes. Say national. I think my limit is zero philosophy. Yes. Total, total. Engineering company for this filing, I think this deeply. Interesting. Okay. So this file is saved at the this week. So that is the reason I'm not able to access. So I will modify this thing. Now, 55 minutes. I will check. I'm not going to. So I log in my input. Yesterday we were getting the bottom that C first type is correct. Okay. So now this today it's not coming. The 5 is started. So I want to create a database. I test the databases. Use I test. So we can do, okay. So if I want to start the spark, price structure, so price structure, you can work on to the, your price structure is started. So I open the click file. I have shown where I can write, now we try to run, let's say that. So now I'm getting hello, hello, hello. So I'm getting the file and reporting. So if I want to do the word count here, so already the first I will do flat map, then I will use lambda speed. I will give the space. Right, I want to split the space, and then I want to get the RDD with the all word in a single array. If I do here, so I will get hello, hello, hello. It's the one single array. It's a one array of one string array. Here is a one array with the three values. So this is flattening of the data. The flat map is doing flattening. I will apply the map function dot map, and I will say lambda x colon X comma. So I will give then I will do collect each word I will get one count. Then I will do reduce by key, reduce by key, lambda x comma y, x plus y. And then we will do collect. So this words I'm getting. So hello is 3 times, so we get it. So if I want to run any similar code, I want to create a py file and I want to run some Python script I want to execute. In my input file here, by my input file is in so change for the person. Here I will change this application. And here I'm giving a local, right? So I want to run my locally and I want to save the file. Suppose my output I want to save here. Some output directly I want to save. So this code I want to run in one py file. Create here py file. Copy this code. I want to run this code. So I will use the Spark hyphen some code. Running a job here. So it is completed successfully. So here is no error I'm able to see. I have to check the location. Right, I saved it. So some output directory is created. I will go to the output, and here is some file is created part -000. I will get this file. So success file is a 0 size file, which you see LN. So success is just indication like your output is successfully, like your file is created. Yeah, your job is completed successfully. So this success indicator file is created with the 0 size. And when you see the part 000, this is your output file. So that part 000. You can see the same output, what I get it already. So we can read the data as a data frame. This is just a simple RDD example. Like so some data frame, and you can write the data into Hive table because Hive is already stored. Scoop, if I have taken a scoop, so scoop is a scoop I have not taken. The scoop is not coming. So Hive is there. So Hive, we can write the data into Hive. So EMR cluster is completely Hadoop Spark cluster. So whatever we can do in our local Ubuntu Hadoop Spark, right? So if I want to read the file from the Hadoop location, so suppose I want to check my Hadoop directory. So Hadoop fs -ls / I can check the Hadoop directory. So this is the Hadoop directories I by default is created. So when you are installing the Hive, like when you select the application Hive, so automatically user Hive warehouse is created. User Hive warehouse. So you know, right? There is an internal table. Internal tables are stored. So by default, like once I created a test database, right? So Hive test DB. So Hive test.db directory is created. So if you want to create your own directory and you want to copy some file over there, so you have like this test.txt. I want to put this file test.txt. This file I want to write into some directory I will create first. Hadoop FS means mkdir, mkdir, and say create some test directory. So everything work as it is, like Hadoop you are working. So Hadoop FS -4 and test.txt you are giving /test. So now you want to modify your program. Test.txt is not there. That's the reason you can see the error. So I have to go back cd download. My test.txt is full. I want to copy this test.txt file. So I will be putting this file in my Hadoop directory test. Now I want to modify my test.py file. So I will do py test.py. So my location of the uh, file is Hadoop file system. When I'm giving a Hadoop file system, so I will give test. So I will not give this file colon slash. I will give test slash test.txt. And I want to create an output file also in Hadoop file system. So I will not give. So I will give the Hadoop file system root directory. Okay, slash test slash output. So this output directory will be creating in the Hadoop. So same program, and it is reading a file from the Hadoop file system and writing to the Hadoop file system. Okay, but I don't need to use this local. Or I should not use. I done the same job, start submit command. That's what we will. It is not able to, cannot master URL. You have to give the first parameter of equal to. Yeah. If I'm going to do the Spark session, another way is can do this text file. I can not to read from the context. I can read from the Spark session. So I can use Spark for Spark context dot text file. And Spark from PySpark, simple Spark session. And we have to write this line itself because we have to get the Spark. This all I don't need because I'm modifying my program. Okay. Spark equal to Spark session from folder if you want to do here for local, that there is a master is there. There is a builder dot master, right? So you want to create for local, so there is a master controller. It's for local, so you can give master. Like this, master, if you have local. Okay, so master builder dot master. So here, so we save this. This is creating a job on the first step. So now I check my output on the Hadoop directory. Hadoop access my list. Created output directory. Test slash output. Output. So part 0, part 1. So part 0 is not in part 1. Then we go to command. Okay. So this is the way, the two ways output we have done. One is like this is the you are doing because of the spark context, right? This is the older way. This is the older way. But if you want to use right your on PY5 to the spark session, you can use this code. This code will be writing in the audio file system. Right, it is more. So this one, the difference is here. This is a local Hadoop directory. This is a local file system. This is a Hadoop file system. Okay, so we can write Spark code and EMR. Okay. Now, what we can do in EMR, some more okay, we can read the file from the S3. So far, we are reading the data from the Hadoop file system. Let's suppose I want to read the file from the S3. My input file is in S3 and output file I want to write in S3. So I will give the S3 location. So I can check here the bucket, right? I can AWS, I can find like what are the bucket, everything like there is a AWS S3 command I can check. So S3 LS, AWS S3 LS. So it will be showing me the list of bucket. So this AWS CLI is by default comes installed in EMR. So you don't need to manually install. If you are using your own terminal on EC2, you have to install AWS CLI. So AWS CLI is the AWS command line interface. So this CLI command you can use for any service, not only for S3. If you have the AWS, suppose you want to check DynamoDB or Lambda. So different, even command line also you can create a Lambda, okay, or you can create a EMR cluster command line. So this command line tool is used. So suppose in some, you want to create some bucket. So AWS S3 minus MB command and then I can give the some bucket, my test bucket. So we can create bucket. It will not create because this uh, without default. So we don't need to give any. So, but what is okay? Complete S3 URI path we give, like we just cannot give S3 colon slash slash. When I want to create a bucket, I should give like this. But I'm saying this my test bucket. But why it is failed? Because bucket already exists. Because this bucket name is very common name, right? Because my test already one person already created. So something if I giving a unique name, so it will create. That's like this and give it. So my bucket is created. So now I want to see the list of bucket. So this is you can check your AWS S3 command to check your S3 file system through command line. Now I'm checking. So my new bucket is coming here. This my test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can create a bucket. Suppose this bucket I have or some other bucket I have to take a file or I want to create a file. Okay, there are the different commands are there. So AWS is free to create a create AWS something. We have to see which command is like MB I already told, right? How to create a bucket, delete bucket. Okay, so these are small command, MB command, CP command. You want to copy some file. Suppose I say whatever file is there, I want to copy into target. Okay, so my local file is here, ls command. My test.txt is here. Okay, I want to copy the same file in my S3 bucket. AWS S3, EP, and test.txt, and I will give my bucket. So I have to give the bucket complete path, colon, slash, and this is my bucket name. Okay, now you see the file is uploaded. So now I want to check the file is there, 3 ls, and I want to ls particular, not now I have to see in the bucket level. So bucket level I have to see, so I have to give the bucket level path, right? So I can check the ls command for bucket level. Now only one file is there. Just now I copied the file. Okay. Now suppose this file I want to read in my Spark program. Okay. So I will take this bucket path test.txt. I will change to my input path. So I will go to my code, vi test.py. So just I need to change to Hadoop path. Now I'm not reading from Hadoop. Now I'm going to read from my bucket. So I'm telling here my bucket path slash. So my bucket is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 slash test.txt. And I don't need to give this. So S3 colon slash slash, this is my bucket. Suppose I want to create my output file also in the bucket. So I will give here S3 colon slash 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 output. So this output folder, it will create a file. So this is the location. I give him the location. Now I'm running my job. Same like a Spark Summit job. Okay, so there is no error. I will verify the content of my bucket. Okay. I check first of all the file is there or not. AWS S3 ls command ls, and I will check in this bucket. One output folder is created. Slash output. Do cat command because I want to do fs s3 ls. If you cat, no, cat is not a command. So how to see content of file in S3 bucket? We have to check the command. So how to see file content of S3 bucket? AWS here. So S3 to see the file. Like you want to take it this file into your local, like in your master node, you just use this CP and just use the S3 file path and then you give dot. Dot means current directory. So you will get your file in your local. Okay. With this part R file, so I know this file I want to copy from S3 bucket to my current directory. The dot I'm giving here. This file is downloaded in my local. So now I see ls command. So this part hyphen r part hyphen 00 is done. So now I can see part hyphen 000. So this is the two files are there. It might be part one. Okay. So now I check this part one. It is having the content. Okay. So correct command should be there also. So this way we can do run any Spark job for the local file system path, Hadoop file system path, and S3. So all three ways we can read the file and we can run the program. Yeah. If you want to run any Spark job which is writing data to Hive, so that we can run. So it's all same program, whatever program you are using right in the Ubuntu, same Spark job you can run here. If you want to start the Spark somewhere and you want to use minus package, so you can use minus package statement you can use, right? This one you can do, and how to terminate the cluster. So if the time is automatic is there, right, 1 hour, if I have kept it default, so after 1 hour, the cluster will automatically terminate. If it is not like you, generally we have the option there, right? If I don't want to terminate automatically, so I can terminate manually. So if I want to terminate manually, by default, this turn on, it will not allow to turn terminate. Like you have to turn off this flag, right? Then it will allow terminate. So now the cluster is terminating. So whatever we have done on the cluster, so we have already copied the file. So so you can test it like EMR cluster, how to run a job in EMR. Okay. So you can test with the like local file, Hadoop file, S3 file system. Continue with the command also. So this program we have already. I will give the list of this command. So ls command in this list, you can do that. So I'll share that.